Alright, usapang piso muna tayo. Kamusta wallet mo? Pumapayat ba o tumataba? Di ka pa ba sumisweldo pero ubos na? May utang ka ba? Or 5-6? Tabi-tabi po. Lagi mo bang nasasabi, sana all, olive oil? It's not a great situation to be in when you're strapped with cash. I've been there before and definitely not an ideal situation to be in. For today, we'll be talking about a series of steps and habits that you can build over time to start your financial independence journey. Let's go! These are steps and habits that I continually practice with my day-to-day financial decisions. If we start now, our future self will thank us in the future for starting early than later. If this sounds interesting enough to you, keep watching. If not, I'll see you in my next video. But you want to listen just for entertainment purposes and informational purposes. We can learn together, right? Step 1. Live below your means and don't get into debt. What does that mean? To live below your means is if you're earning 50,000 pesos a month, then don't spend more than that within that specific month. It's a great idea to just spend maybe 70% of that and save 30%. Right? So that's living below your means, and simple enough. Second, don't spend money that you haven't earned yet. For example, if it's your son's or daughter's birthday or 7th birthday, and you cannot do a big celebration and just do that, you borrow money from a friend, for example, or you borrow money for a 5-6 with 10% interest, that's setting up yourself for failure in the future. What you can do at that point is just have a simple celebration with your family. That will be even better, right? It's just family, and it's simple enough, and I bet your kid will appreciate that too. Buy her a simple cake, have a family dinner, and you're all set. And as next one is, as human beings, we always say you only live once. Instant gratification. For example, if you want the new cell phone but you can't really afford it, then don't buy it. Don't pull out your credit card and swipe it, but you cannot pay it for that specific month. Don't do that. Don't get into credit card debts. One thing too, for us Kapampangan, there's a saying, nakatang panga forma, pero lata na malaman bulsa. So, we don't need to buy stuff that we can afford to impress people that we don't even like. So don't be like that and live life simply. Step 2. Track your spending. When you track your spending, you know where your money is going. One way to do this is track your spending for 1 month, for example, and track them by specific categories like housing, transportation, food, cell phone. After tracking your spending for a month, then you'll be identify initial rough idea where your money is going. Then do this again for another month or 2. So in the 3rd month, you'll have more perspective, where's this money really going into. Are you overspending on food, transportation, or it's just at the ballpark? So at that point then too is, since you got more data, you can optimize your spending and reallocate stuff around your budget. Also at that point, you will be able to identify if you are living below your means or above your means. Are you spending more than you earn or not? Step 3. Now that you know how much you're spending in a month, start to save up for your emergency fund. Remember, this isn't an emergency fund. It's not something you use just to buy a cell phone or go out and eat out or buy clothes, for example. So now, since you know how much you're spending in a month, you start with a month of emergency fund. So save up to 1 month of your spending, right? Then after that, build up to 3 to 6 months. And if this is comfortable enough for you, that's good enough. But for me, I usually like saving for my emergency fund up to a year of monthly expenses. Trust me, having an emergency fund will give you that sense of security or caution in case unexpected circumstances comes in your life. It's a pretty good feeling. So keep that in mind. Step 4. If you're in debt, step 4 will be pay off your debts. If your main forms of debt is consumer debt or credit card debt, then pay that off right away. That's a big 5% to 29% APR. That's a big ball chain that's tied on your legs trying to run your financial journey. That's pretty rough. Have you ever seen that scene from the movie Confession of Shopaholic? If you have a credit card debt, freeze up your credit card and don't unfreeze it like the lead character on Confession of a Shopaholic. It might be a better idea to freeze your credit cards so you cannot use them for a while till you can afford paying cash with credit. Remember that. One thing too, if you owe money to people, you gotta start paying those up too, especially if they're in form of 10% interest. That's a lot of interest to pay over time. Two main strategies for paying off debt is, first one is debt snowball. So you pay off the debt with the lowest amount first going to the highest. So you arrange your debt from the lowest, for example, from 5,000 pesos all the way to 100,000. Go one by one, pay up the lowest value first till you pay out everything. The second strategy is you gotta arrange this debt based on interest rates. So you gotta pay up the debt with the highest interest rate because that's accumulating more each year or each month. But the tough thing about having debt is you gotta buckle up and be consistent about paying your debt without acquiring more debt. One bad idea about having debt is borrowing more debt to pay this debt that you already have. That is counterintuitive. I know that's a tough thing to say, but a good thing is to, for a specific point in your life, if you got debt, is don't spend on unnecessary things for now. Don't upgrade your cell phone. Don't buy new stuff that you don't need till you pay off your debt. Okay? Number 5 is start and open your retirement account. As Filipinos, retirement is something we don't really think about. And that's a big mistake. We always say, bukas na yan, saka na yan. But if you're in your early 20s and keep delaying on starting or opening your retirement funds, you'll be an old fart like me and you still haven't started yet. For me right now, I'm maxing out on my company's 401k, and I also have a couple of individual retirement accounts invested in low-cost index funds. Remember, the best time to plant a tree was 10 years ago, and the next best thing is now. So, start early, start now. You'll have the power of compounding by your side. So, start now. I'll be creating another video for some options on how you can invest in the Philippines. Look out for that one. Number 6, invest in yourself and keep educating yourself. That's the reason you're watching this video, right? So you're in the right path. One way to educate yourself is to read books about personal finance. 2 of my favorite books are Simple Fat to Wealth, Your Money or Your Life. I'm gonna leave a link down below if you want to check them out. And of course, another way to keep learning is by watching my videos or any other videos about personal finance, investing, and financial independence. Keep up with the journey and you'll be on your way. Just a disclaimer, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not your financial advisor. I'm not your fiduciary. This is for educational and entertainment purposes only. And in conclusion, live below your means, track your spending, start your emergency fund, pay off your debt, open retirement accounts. And number 6, keep investing and educating yourself about personal finance, financial independence, and investing. This won't be the same for everyone, but I hope you had an idea where to start your financial journey. Start it and enjoy the journey. Start now rather than later. Again, this is Calma, recording from my shoebox in Detroit, Michigan. Till next time, remember to leave your comments down below. I'll make sure to follow up with you. Again, thank you.